I'm on a pedalo in the middle of London in January, which is surely the most miserable thing you can do in this whole godforsaken city.
Hyde Park is in the middle of London and is a massive open space that still somehow feels claustrophobic. It's got a big bit of water called the Serpentine where you can do all sorts of undesirable activities.
One of the great things about Hyde Park is you can hear so many different families arguing in so many different languages. It fills my heart with joy that no matter where you're from in the world, we all regret our life decisions equally.
I've known for years that stupid people can pay to take little boats out on the Serpentine, but I didn't know you could do it in the winter. Basically, if the weather is clear, then Royal Parks will take your money. These are the prices. I paid £12.60 for a whole hour of wondering what my life has come to.
And we're off. They kindly gave me a life jacket, which, to be honest, if I need at any point, this will be both the worst and most embarrassing day of my entire life.
Incredibly, despite the Serpentine being 40 acres big and there only being a handful of other pedalo enthusiasts out there with me, they still managed to get right on my tits.
Amazingly, London tourists still have the same pitiful amount of social awareness on water as they do on land. For anyone who's captained a pedalo in their spiritual home, the Mediterranean, you'll be familiar with the controls. There's a single lever where left means right and right means left, a bit like a spouse reading a roadmap.
After 20 grueling minutes of pedaling, I reached the bridge, which was an even bigger anticlimax than I feared. If you're coming to do this on a date, then remember, you will see each other sweaty and out of breath, which may be the ultimate objective anyway, but just bear it in mind. There is a lifeguard in a little motorboat should it all go wrong, and he was also my only competitor for the most miserable person on the water award.
I would say it's nice to come out and see the wildlife, but to be honest, if you've come on holiday to London to see wildlife, you're as foolish as you are wealthy. This is the section of Serpentine that people go swimming in on Christmas Day, and some poor BBC reporter has to forego opening their stocking to come along and cover. The amount of dormant craft moored up is an ominous sign how in the summer there's a lot of cash passing through the till and a lot of chaos out on the water. This really is one for the pedalo completionists. You have to be passionate about pedalos to get any joy from this at all, and even then you're going to have to stretch your imagination.
You can hire an electric boat for £45 for half an hour. If you absolutely need to go out onto the water for reasons I can't think of, then spend the money and get the ordeal over with.
If you're going to come and do this, especially in the winter, then you need an endurance for misery, at least on par with a paratrooper, ideally someone in the Special Forces. I now have to try and moor in front of a lot of spectators, but luckily I'm a salty old sea dog.
Of course I moored successfully to great applause from all onlookers, and for me the war was over.
Was that fun? Not really. Would it be to someone? Possibly. Was it freezing? Yes. And am I still somehow a sweaty mess? Yes.